Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to my new series of videos, Useful and Free Programs for Windows. I haven't done anything on my site yet, and on my sites about this topic, because today I decided to implement it. So I'll include it in my YouTube channels, Bg-Lazarus, and Creating a Website from Scratch, and Bg-Lazarus, and Introduction to the Lazarus IDE. This idea has been in my head for a long time, so to speak. I have been interested in free and open source programs for many years. Let me open the PDF file. The main topic of this article in this lesson is about computer programs, and more specifically, free and open source programs. In Bulgaria, and perhaps in the rest of the world, most people are not very willing to pay for computer programs, and it's good that there are such people who create free and open programs. I myself have always been interested in this. Over the years, I have strived to discover and use such programs and even collected them. Here I am mainly talking about the Windows operating system, which has been the most widely used in recent decades. And for example, for an operating system, Linux, almost all the programs there are free in principle. And it should be clarified that this is actually a vast and unexplored area. There are thousands of programs, and a person's earthly life will not be enough to study them all in detail. Therefore, I will not say that I will cover all areas and all possible programs. My goal is not to make such an article and tutorial in which I to introduce you to all of them, but to help you to choose the right ones from among them, which are tested by me for my purposes. So, let's get started. Types of programs. The programs that we're going to talk about here are of two types: freeware, or free, freeware in English, or open source in English. All the differences between them are beyond the scope of this article and this lesson. Here I will mention only the main differences that concern the average user. With freeware programs, their source code is closed, it is not generally available. They can be used free of charge, but the user has no right to change, modify them, and some of them are even limited to personal use or by a single user. And open source programs, the source code is available and the user has the right to change and modify them. But not always, because it depends on the exact type of license. There may be some limitations. For example, if create a new product based on an open source program and have it as such, open source. Types of licenses are not the subject of this article and this tutorial. Anyone interested can research this issue further, but of course they should carefully read the license agreement of each program they will use and install and comply with it. In conclusion, I can say that for professional use, in general paid programs are better, with some exceptions, but for the average user in most cases, free programs are completely sufficient and will get the job done. And there are often cases where a given company releases two versions of a program, free and paid, with the free one having limited functions, but usually they are quite sufficient for non-professional use, for everyday work or for one-time use. The programs that I will offer here will not be uploaded to my site. I will only provide links to the official sites of their authors and you will be able to download them from there. I sincerely hope that this article and video will be of benefit to you. I wish you all the best. That's it for the article. And finally, to your attention, the author of the article, and the video tutorial, that is, I, in no way bear responsibility for any damage caused by the proposed programs. You use them entirely at your own risk. Now I'll add something else here. 15 years ago, I even made a website on this topic. Of course, it was very elementary. Nowadays it won't look good, but I'm showing 2 galleries of it. Here's the one with the free or open programs, and when you clicked here, you could see the picture in full size. The second is with the programs with open source. I had made 12 programs, here are some of them: Opera, X and View. Screenshot Captor, Cleaner, Revol Uninstaller, Unlocker, IMG Burn, PDF Exchange Viewer. From open source, OpenOffice, Mozilla Firefox, and so on. You just see that a large part of these programs are still used and are developing very well, which shows that even among free programs, there are some with long-term development. And the other thing I'll say is that I've decided to continue the series of free and open source programs, and my idea is to upload one video tutorial every week. Eventually. I will also publish articles on my websites, so expect interesting news from me. Best regards.